All right, we are part of the Iron Island March Madness VGC Reg F Draft League. Week 1, we have ThatsAPlusOne. This is a dicey matchup. My boy, ThatsAPlusOne, is an absolute masterclass in bringing super cool tech and a little intimidated, to be honest. I think we have a good squad. We do have the Haze Toxapex, just in case they want to go get real cheeky with that Drift Blim and start going for some, minimize strats. We got to watch out for Final Gambit Annihilate as well. They could Trick Room here. Would they Trick Room here? That's a good question. You know what I mean? Also, Pledge stuff with Sceptile for Alligator is dicey. I don't like it. So, how do we want to play game 1? Because this is a best of 3. We could just start hitting things, to be honest. Like, we just come out swinging. I don't hate that. We could bring, what do we need in the back then? If we just come out swinging, Cress is okay. Have a nice Calm Mind Cress. We could also just, like I said, if we're just gonna come out swinging game 1, might just do something like that. You know what I mean? Leave the Ting Lu at home, see what he wants to do. Good luck, have fun. That's a +1. Alright, what we got? Cat and Westbrook. We got the Entity Drift Blim, and I left the guy at home. My Toxapex at home. Drift Blim. Alright, super dicey right off the bat. We do have knockoff Dark Pulse, so we can get rid of the Entity immediately. They are Psy Seeds. So what we can do is we can just kind of Dark Pulse. Knockoff's not good there. I don't like that. Alright, alright. Well, what we can do is we just go ahead and throw off a Bleak Wind. They're going to be able to get off a Minimize here. Possibly into a sub as well. And we can just knock off. We can force the Follow Me. If they want to Trick Room, that's fine. Yeah, there's the Follow Me. So we're going to do a little scouting on items here for game 1. There's the Acrobatics. That's so good. I like that. Got Acro. Double Bleak Wind hit. Always nice. Any speed drops? A speed drop on the Entity. That's not that great. I almost put Snarl on Walking Wake. You know what's weird? I don't hate Cresselia here. Because if we come in with Wake, we kind of have a hard time breaking things. Like once the Wake goes down. So I'm actually going to throw off a Dark Pulse here and just drop a Calm Mind. Phantom Force. Ooh, that's going to hurt. Phantom Force, cool. We'll get a Calm Mind up. Psychic, just to, break the Torn Sash. Not bad, not bad. Do you think we just Dark Pulse again? I kind of want to Lunar Blessing up. Could Fairy Terra to not reveal that we are, Cassib Berry. I think we'll just Psy Shock there. Yep, there's the Cassib Berry. Does some decent chip, but Drift Blim, it's a Drift Blim. Big Dark Pulse. Alright, so this should take out Drift Blim. Alright, so Acro, Phantom Force. Probably not minimize stuff. Okay. Scarf Ape in the back is still really scary, especially with our Cassie Berry gone. Walking Wake. Cool. And we got the Feraligatr, man. That guy's got crunch, and I know he's got crunch. Alright. Problem is, I don't want to drop a Draco on it yet. Even though I might need to. I'm assuming you're probably Sceptile in the back, too. I do think we just Hydro Steam. And here's where we Terra Fairy. And just send a Moonblast. I think that's all we can do. Feraligatr, Terra Dark. Not bad. Not bad. Terra Dark's good. I like it. Well, we got that Terra Fairy. Follow me. It's good. I don't think Hydro Steam's going to pick up an Entity, even though they aren't Psy Seeds, so maybe, but we're not full invested in the special attack, so. Ooh, so close. So close. We reveal that we are Orb. Ooh, and they are... That's just Citrus? The Citrus, yeah. Cool. Should've just knocked that off. That's fine. Alright. Unboosted Crunch does nothing to Cresselia. Look at that. Look at that. I would have liked for that Hydro Steam to have picked up, but that's fine. It's fine. I'm assuming maybe Sceptile. I mean, Ape in the back is good too. But I think Fairy Terra Crest is going to go a long way. Yeah, there's that Sceptile. Alright. How do I want to deal with this? I kind of think we double the Sceptile. With a Flamethrower and a Moonblast. Could protect the Wake here, but I don't want to give him a shot to like get a sub up or like an SD. Septilion. Alright, they are dark. Leaf Blade, yeah, that's a lot. Cruncharoni. Big flamethrowers. Sash Sceptiles? Nope, just lived at one. Cool, Liquidation's gonna do, yeah, the rest of it. Liquidation. Alright. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this one. Trying to think. We can Hydro Steam, but I think the issue is that we kind of need to pick up a KO. And there's Leaf Blade. We do live it. We miss Draco. Yep. Cool. And Crunch picks up Walking Wake. Very nice. Alright. Game 1, Acrobatics. Nice. How do we pivot from there? And we still have not seen the Whims or the Ape. No Whims, no Ape. Yeah, Ting Lu is kind of hard to bring into Feraligatr Sceptile. We are Dragon Terror, which is really cool. So maybe that's a thing. I don't think Toxapex is value here. I think it's kind of a similar thing. I just have to play better, to be honest. Like, what if we do that with these in the back? Walking Wake's okay. Talk spec isn't great. Let's try that. We can always hard Terra our Ting-Lu to Dragon too. Payback does a lot of damage to a lot of things, so that's nice. It could be Wisp on the Drifloon as well, is something we want to watch out for. Not that we can do too much about it. We do have the Crest in the back that can heal. Nope, dropped my pin. Alright, that's a problem. I'll be honest, that's a problem. Alright, if we just Tailwind. How much does... Like, we could Tailwind Terra Dragon. Payback. I don't think I want a Terra Dragon yet. You can Drain Punch, you can Close Combat, you can do all those kinds of fun things. Let's see what kind of ape we're rocking with. Yeah, beat up. Whims ape. Yeah, well that didn't really work out because they didn't Tailwind. That's fine. Okay, we're sashed. We're okay. Maybe. Could just drop a Bleak Wind. Do we want to save this for anything? They Rage Fist. We have a tail. We have, so they're gonna stagger Tailwinds, which is really good for them. I think I just try to Bleak Wind and get off a huge Earthquake. Ah, that's so good. If we can get rid of this Whims, obviously they get a Tailwind up. Yep. Bleak Wind. Drop that speed. See, Earthquake could take Whims. There we go. Alright, there's the Sceptile. There's the scary Sceptile. I think we Bleak Wind and we Terra Dragon here and Earthquake. I know it doesn't do a lot, the Sceptile, but let's see. Let's see if you take out that, because you have to take out that Torn first. Get that Terra Dragon just so Leaf Blade doesn't shred us. Even though Terra Dragon, you know, if they target the Ting-Lu, we are in for a bad time. That Rage Fist is going to be massive. Yeah, there's the Leaf Blade on the Torn. Very nice. Very nice. Rage Fist is gonna hurt. Yep. Ting-Lu surviving though. Alright. We go Ogerpon. Problem is I think we have like one turn Tailwind left and, you know, then we're big sad. Right? We have one turn, so I can just double protect out. Not much I can really do about it. Yeah, I think they have us here. We could try to throw an Ivy Cudgel there and a payback there, but I think that's game. Oh, there's pivoting. Should be into... Yeah, the Feraligatr. Nice pivot, nice pivot. Protect. Very nice. Big Ivy Cudgel. This could be like a Scarf Feraligatr. Or no, because they switched up their moves, so we should be good. Cool. Tailwind Peters. We do just Spiky Shield. And we just Earthquake just to see if they'll give it to us. I don't think we're gonna get this one. Drop a Spiky Shield just in case. But Tinglu should be going down here. Yeah. Cool. Get a little bit of chip on Ape. It's very nice, very nice, very nice. Alright. Tailwinds are out. So all we have is a Cresselia and an Ogerpon. Okay, they still have Terra up, which is really dicey. How do we do this? I think we do have to go into the Annihilate just to ensure. And I think we just drop a Lunar Blessing. Like, Protect Annihilate's super free here, but Rage Fist also just KOs, so... And then whatever this Feraligatr wants to hit, we can kind of maybe hopefully heal off. But it's going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, Liquidation. Ey! Let me get a Lunar Blessing up here. That's not going to do nothing. All right. So problem is, I don't see how we get out of this. The only shot is that they double the crest. And Horn Leech is enough to pick up Feraligatr. But I don't think that's going to be enough, because they should just Terra Dark the Feraligatr, I think, here. Just to be safe. Yeah. Yeah, there's the Terra Dark. And Rock Slide. Loves the Rock Slide Septile Tech. I think I also Side Shock that Feraligatr too, so that's not going to do nothing. Yeah, Terra Dark Crunch. Way too much damage. Way too much damage. And the flinch. Just to seal it up. GG's to ThatsAPlusOne, taking it in 2 games. The guy's absolutely cracked, guys. If you haven't checked out his channel, definitely do. Drop a sub, drop a like, drop a comment. As always, have a great day. Peace.